Welcome to the Hero Network.
Hola everybody, it is I, your Lord and Savior Nero, and welcome back to yet another part of Let's Play Sonic Robo Blast 2, Robo Blast 2, wow. I'm already starting off great, aren't I? Anyway, welcome to Techno Hill Zone, a level that is going to get changed exponentially for the 2-1 build of this game, which again should actually be coming out sometime this year, which is definitely the reason why I want to get this Let's Play out of the way now so that I can showcase the version that quite a few people are aware of, version 206. There is a 207, but again, that only does some net fixes. Anyway, with Techno Hill here, you can clearly see there's definitely still a green flower vibe here. I always attribute it towards the fact that it's that close to green flower zone, so this design has never actually bothered me. I'm just gonna put that out there right now, but I am very, very happy with the design differences I've seen for the 2-1 build. The enemies here obviously do start to get a little harder. You got those little mosquito enemies that definitely like to zoom in on you. You're going to see me be a little cautious about them, probably in the next act, I believe it was. The Crawlas are all replaced by the red versions, which are faster, and yes, at this point I'm starting to realize, wait, I'm Knuckles, I can start gliding and climbing more. Yeah, that's one of the mosquitoes right there that I tried to be a little more cautious about, because they can easily sneak up on you and attack. Alright, so right now I am trying to get one of the emerald tokens. There's 2 hidden in here, as you would imagine. And there it is, actually. And I believe I was actually able to kill that. Yeah, because it's not around anymore. So now there's no immediate threat to be worried about, and once we turn here and drop down, we will be 1 emerald token strong. Now, the end of the level is technically if you keep going that way, but I'm heading back right now because, again, there are 2 emerald tokens, and I skipped this one particularly despite the fact that I could have gotten it first, because, oh, and you're gonna see a major point of impatience here. But there's an emerald token right up ahead, and it's very hard to get out of this area to go back to, I guess I could say, the main path. So I tried to ensure that I got this one second. So I accidentally turned myself around, realized it, and at this point I'm just like, you know what, fuck it, I just want to get through here. So this part's going to be a little slow, people, I do apologize for that, but again, I got impatient. But, yay, we're back now on solid ground, so gameplay is going to be actual gameplay now. Yay! There's a mosquito up ahead, I'm keeping note of that, so kill this fucker or else it will get you. I don't know, if we glide over here and, you know, actually land there as opposed to in the water. There's that little alcove there, you can glide with Knuckles, but with Sonic you'll have to utilize the fans that you found there, and boom, we got Emerald Token 2. So I'm gliding away, and we are, once I get past there, we're done the act. Huzzah! Now again, since I got 2 Emerald Tokens, I'm going to have 2 shots at the special stage, including if I pass this one, I get to move on to the next. Now this is where the special stages start to get a tad more challenging. Now if you're Tails or Knuckles, this isn't that hard, but actually no, this isn't hard whatsoever. But I'm on edge just because, you know, it's been a while since I played this, so I figured I was gonna fuck up because I keep remembering what it was like to do this as Sonic. But with Knuckles and Tails, this is actually a very simple stage, so don't be too worried unless you're playing as Sonic. Now if you are Sonic, since everything below you there is water, you have to jump on those platforms. So you gotta do precision platforming, and they're also timed, they will fall, they will not come back. So, you know, you gotta make your shots count. And you do have to pick up most of the rings here in order to pass. 6 to 9! Aw. So, definitely keep that in mind. If you want an easier time, make sure your Tails or Knuckles. In fact, the special stages are a big reason why I decided to go as Knuckles. Arid Canyon Zone is another good one, in terms of why I decided Knuckles, but booyah baby, we got 4 Chaos Emeralds now. Can we make it 5? Do I hear 5 Chaos Emeralds? 5 Chaos Emeralds, come on, going once, going twice. Potentially sold to the Red Echidna. Alright, so this one I'm definitely not scared of. Especially since I got Knuckles again, so I can climb and glide. It makes this special stage again quite a breeze. But this one can still be a bit nerve-wracking if you're playing as Sonic. And you can still fuck up as Knuckles, so, you know, don't get too ego-ridden. I guess that's the best way to put it. So now we move up to the second level and continue to pick up these rings. The entire middle of this is actually water. You can see it right there, actually. And of course, there are rings. What happens is once you reach, like, different parts, I guess, of a special stage, platforms will appear. I think you have to go past the ones that are up at the top there first. And then, the bottom ones will pop up as well. But you have to jump from platform to platform to collect all the rings. You can kind of have to do the same thing with Knuckles, but if you utilize his glide well enough, you can get most of what you need just by using the glide. So, you know, definitely take advantage of these characters, especially if you don't think you're going to do too well in the Let's Play, or you just don't think, you know, the controls mesh well with how you play Sonic games. Definitely play as Tails or Knuckles in that case. Sonic is indeed hard mode. Now at this point, I was just trying to go for my usual, you know, play style of Sonic, which kind of fucked me over there. Of course, if you drop, you can't initiate Knuckles Glide, which definitely sucks. But right now, I'm making sure that I actually land on that middle platform so I can continue to glide. And that'll be the end of this one. Now, since I actually caught the Chaos Emerald, there's no reason for me to fear being in the water. But that is 5 Chaos Emeralds now. Huzzah! I'm on a fucking roll. Alright, so welcome to Techno Hill Zone Act 2. Now we're actually inside this base. If you head off here to the left and actually enter that hidden bottom area, you get a spring, bounce up, and you can now go off to the sides. You can collect rings all you want. I do go to get all the rings, but this is the main reason why you come down here. The elemental shield. And there's the fire. It's not a fire... Well, it is a fire effect, but it is actually, it can damage enemies, so... It's definitely a cool shield to have. A lot better than the bubble shield, I would say. Because it still lets you breathe. And I think you can actually get 2 hits off of this one. I don't exactly remember, so yeah. But you do have to go back out the same way you came in. I just made sure to collect the rings first, because fuck it, why not? That's 61. Alright, so now we got a turret that's actually shooting at us. It does have a cooldown period. That's the only time you can actually get out in the area. But you gotta be really careful here, because you really want to be able to keep this shield, and if that thing hits you, goodbye shield. Hit that button, it deactivates it, and you can move on. Again, the enemy variety stays just like this. It's gonna be completely different in later builds, and the little slime here that you see, or the water, whatever you want to call it, the purple shit, Wow, that was in perfect timing with me not moving. Thank you, Robotnik. That was my text tone, by the way. I need to check that out in a bit, but I'm gonna finish this first. Obviously, avoid the crusher. I can't remember what I was saying though, but if you head over here, you'll notice that the wall's a little different. Go through it, and you get Emerald Token number 1. Now, with the Elemental Shield, you can actually go into this purple ship. If not, it does damage you. You've already seen that before. Now, if you head down here, which can be kind of hard because there's an airflow, so you actually gotta essentially bounce. But at this point, I'm freaking out because there's that fucking wasp enemy. I'm hoping, at this point I was hoping that I would be able to get it up here, but it's kind of stuck down on a lower plane, and it's not coming up to me. So, fuck it, I'm gonna let it approach me from the bottom. Let's see what happens. Waiting. Oh shit, it's not gonna go below the water. So, one super spin dash away later. All of a sudden, at this point, I'm very confused. I did not see it in my peripheral vision that it's actually still in the water. So I'm trying to coax it over here, making sure not to hit the item box there, before I decide to get back in the water and go, okay, where... I'm trying to kill this thing, and then I notice it. So now it just comes down to how long does it take until I kill the thing. Now at this point I also have to pee. I'm just gonna say that right now. I really had to go to the bathroom at this point, so I just wanted to go where I'm going here, which is under the water, and you get your second Emerald Token. Now if you're playing as Sonic, then well, might not get an invincibility as well. If you keep riding that air current, you take it all the way up to a certain location, you'll get one of his emblems. But you can't collect them as Knuckles in this version of the game. That's a 2-1 exclusive thing at this point. That's where you want to go, because the checkpoint, the end sign is there. But you have to hit the switch first to actually get rid of the water. And I'm trying to rush this part as quickly as possible because, ladies and gentlemen, again, I had to go. So, head down there, and you end Act 2. Now, this is where shit kind of turns against me, because I had to go so badly, and the special stage surprisingly caught me off guard, I don't know why. So I was trying to pause the game, but I couldn't figure it out, not realizing I should have just hit escape, so I just kept going because I didn't want to waste the special stage. So keep in mind, I'm still kind of hurting here. Anyway, this is where the special stages get hard regardless of what character you play. The last two. This is Special Stage 6, and it introduces the bottomless pits. Obviously, you fall into that, instant end to the special stage. You have failed. But first we're gonna run around all these outer areas and collect all the rings that we can, before moving on to the inner areas. Unfortunately, I'm pretty much doing a pee dance at this point, so it's making it hard to control the character. People, I will be bluntly honest with this, okay? I just have to say it, because this isn't necessarily a hard special stage. It's harder if you're Sonic, but especially with Knuckles, this special stage is actually a breeze. But I fucked up there, and at this point I'm just like willing my bladder to just give me a break. And thankfully, it does. The pain subsides at this point, so my playstyle is better for this part. I'm, again, just throwing that out there. I've never actually... Well, I've beaten this special stage a multitude of times, but I've never beaten the 7th one. So I was very disappointed that I failed the last time, so I did not want to fail this time. So again, we gotta collect all the rings from the outer edge. I don't know if there were actually more rings down there. I just figured I collected them all, so I'm ready to move up to the second level and collect these rings. Again, it's just an easy zip around. Go around each edge, and then when you collect all the rings down here, you move towards the inner area, where the last of the rings will be waiting for you. So I collect those and turn in. I believe there were rings on the other side there too, but whatever. Anyway, I Sonic my way across there, and don't try to initiate a glide, and I get into the outer center. So again, we're gonna make sure to collect all the rings there, and then because we're Knuckles, we can do something a little more simple than what Sonic would have needed to. Although admittedly I should have collected those outer ones first, but I wanted to come up here and start collecting these. However, at this point I completely lost track of the timer. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh shit, wait, I gotta collect the last of these rings. But that there, ladies and gentlemen, was my downfall. I didn't collect that one ring. I've got 99. Time up. What the fuck? I was so... not pissed, no pun intended, but I was very disappointed in myself. But at this point I realized, oh wait, if I hit escape, I paused the game. So, one incredible piss later, and we make it to the Techno Hill Zone boss. I can't remember what this one's called. For shits and giggles, I'm gonna call it the Egg Spitter. So the Egg Spitter just hit me with one of his markings there. Okay, I'm gonna stop that, because that really sounds incredibly dirty. Either way, the stuff that Eggman shoots out at this point does hurt you. And it will stay around for a while. It does eventually start to go away, but it takes a while. You're gonna have to be very careful with your footing here. But anyway, it's still the same 8-hit deal. I was cool enough to be able to hit him those 2 times easy, and we initiate his final tactic, which in my opinion just makes this boss a joke. But with that, we defeated him. However, I still want to make sure to get rings, because there's death all around if you got none. And yes, sometimes the blotches can make it on top of the capsule, so be careful when trying to hit the capsule. But with that, we finish up Act 3, and ladies and gentlemen, that'll be it for this part of the Let's Play. So if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment, favorite, and of course subscribe. I'm always looking for more. Anywho, I shall see you when I feel like it.